Starting the backtesting session 2024, 15th October. Going into the day, first thing first. Understand the daily high and daily low. Sorry. Previous day high, previous day low. And seems like we have taken out the previous day low. Okay. Believe in this or block. That sounds good. Now going to the 1 hour time frame, starting with the day, 4 hour. So this is a 4 hour plus daily low. Okay, 4 hour plus daily low, but the swing low is actually a 4 hour time frame low. So starting the New York AM session, under the 1 hour time frame, there's multiple fair value gaps there. 4 hour. Yes, you're gonna start that, I guess. So 11:30 started. Again, going to the 15-minute time frame wise, this looks like an internal sweep. This could be that a high that needs to get broken for us to consider displacing higher, right? Or maybe that's the down close candle that made the price high. This is right now a little bit of chop, so I'd like to see price close above that. This is the down move that made the price go lower. That's what I'm looking to see into the price, right? Pretty much. So this is the 15-minute sweep. 15-minute sweep as well. So going into the day, another thing is 15 minutes. That's kind of the high I'm looking to see price to break above. This would be a 4 hour to 15-minute model. From there, I'd like to go to a 1 minute time frame. Actually, let's pass few minutes. It's still like half an hour away, so so 12:30 started. What do you have done here? Multiple fair value gaps. I guess you can go to 2 hours. Understand the 15-minute time frame. There is multiple 1 hour time frame fair value gap as well. This. I can look to see price really displace higher from here. And if that's gonna do it, then I can look to see price to go for at least this high here. And 50% of this level would be around somewhere there. So this is the fair value gap, the internal target. Right now, what am I looking to see is the 15-minute has closed above that high, but there is no fair value gap as you're breaking through this level. Okay. Like I need a fair value gap as the shift in structure is getting done. Oh. So Let the 1 minute open up. So inside that 5 hourly fair value gap, let me just mark this one out to a 5 minute time frame. Do have some divergences. Hmm. So I would like to really see this fair value gap here get ran through, like understanding the lower time frame perspectives. If this fair value gap, we have divergences. So if I see from this 1 hour time frame, this fair value gap gets ran through to the downside, I can look to see price to actually displace higher. Now, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this range here and try to understand where this time frame. Can't I just change this shit? Like, total up down delta. Let's make it total style 30 and up volume white. Up. Nah, nah, nah. Some color that looks visible and good. Nah. Mm. I don't get it, man. Look at all white now. Just make it some color which is easily visible. Just any color, just to understand one thing. Hmm. So this is the 5 minute range where this 5 minute fair value gap forms. So I'd like to see this is more this is in like a low volume area, I guess. Okay. So either we should really learn through this or uh, we should this low volume zone got this high volume zone, this low volume zone here. So my idea is to look to see either we're gonna just run through this one quickly or respect it at this plus higher. Okay. So histogram ko hatao zara. Okay. So going to the 1 minute time frame, there is a lot going on. Idea is that so if 15 minute perspective wise we are displacing higher out of this level, because if I consider this one as a structure, I can look to see this one get respected as displace higher. This could be the break of structure target. Okay. 5 minute, 1 minute. We're taking some time here, so that's why going to the 1 minute time frame. Looking to see what we are having here. No divergence at all. Exactly, and just looking to see there's a price action going on, what's going on. uh, came back to that still didn't break, so came back to that high volume zone there. So let's see what happens. Another internal sweep, still 5 minute didn't close through that yet. Let's see what happens. 5 minute close through that level. As I said, you should have easily closed through this level if we are having as you can see the how easily you have just closed through that level. Okay, so idea is just to understanding volume profile, using volume profile, just trying to understand that uh, how my area of interest meeting with the volume where it's forming. Just a brief idea that can help you to understand the POI much more better. So right now there's an instant push to the upside and an instant push to the downside, breaking through that, making the drawn liquidity this low here. Okay, so 5 minute you can look to see this one get tapped as an inverse. If it does not, there is nothing I can do about that. This 5 minute, this 5 minute inverse. Now usually hmm just created a equal low down there and went back into the 5 minute fair value gap and having some external divergences. So no internal divergence and internal divergence as well. So I'll just wait for what happens. That's internal sweep. What? Oh, make it down, make it go up. There's something's wrong. Wait. Ah, that's good. So uh this is an absolute chop, so I really don't care. I really would like to see price break through this low. Okay, I might consider myself shift in structure or anything. Respected displaced lower, internal sweep displacement. Quite a bit of volume there, breaking through that low there. My idea is to look to see price to go there. And if you talk about this, where I would like to take this trade, so from where you have entered, this one though, from where you've entered, this is the area I would really like to take this trade. I hope there is no divergence against us, which is does not have. So this is the area where I would like to take. I'm actually, this is what am I exactly kinda. Just put your stop above the volume high, and TP is going to be that equal low down there. Risk is going to be half. $5. What the heck? There's nothing you can do about that. So that's why risk 50% there. Just wanna see what happens. Are we displacing back inside immediately? Not though. Do forming some divergences there. Would really like to price break above this high, and then I would do something. Idea was that there was this 15-meter. Okay. At this massive displacement breaking through, just wanted to see this one get used as an inverse and price displaced for that low. Didn't happen there, so just for now on, just let me take a photo first. I'll talk about it later. And right now, sweeping. Right now, this 5 minute doesn't matter. None of this matters because we have entered into a new level. Okay, and this 1 hour doesn't also matter for me as well. Mhm. 15 minutes just going for that low. Here this equal low. So I really would not like to see that, price do that. So from here price displays higher, because if price is fractal, and if you talk about that in a 15-minute model perspective, I would really would like not to take any trades as we are creating an equal low where our model is forming. Okay, so going to the 1 minute time frame into that 15-minute time frame. What is this line anyway? I don't care about that anymore. This is the 15-minute time frame there. Just looking to see what happens, what we form. We're having a divergence back then. Right now we're not having any divergence. Right now we having there is a divergence going on, but really would like to see a few things happens before yeah, having a divergence close through that level. Okay, most likely this is going to be another divergence with us. Wait a second, is this another divergence? This candle took the low, this candle was not able to take the low. 5 minute time frame, there's oh, definitely would like to see this one get ran through first rather than that one. So let's see what happens. Actually yes, exactly. So what you're having is this candle in the 1 minute. If you look at the 1 minute time frame, but if you look at the 1 minute time frame here, that's a divergence there. There's another divergence there that we are taking out this lows as well. So just looking to see, waiting for this 5 minute tiny little fair value gap to get ran through. Okay, tiny little fair value gap to get ran through to the downside, forming another divergence already, breaking through. Okay, didn't end up breaking through that, so end up creating another equal low down there. So price is creating liquidity all the way down, so that's a good thing there. Went for another internal sweep, 15 minutes, still did not close through that level. Right now did close through that level, but I really would not like to consider this one as a shift in structure due to, we are kind of really creating some equal lows down there, which I really don't like. So in 1 minute time frame wise, really would like to see us displace back inside this level, and most likely that is not happening. Mm. This could be a later perspective maybe. Hmm. this this could be later perspective. Price might not want to do that right now, so 1 minute took that, 5 minute creating an equal load on the, then from there displaced higher. So if you ask me, there is actually nothing in a bullish model for us to take, so there is nothing I can do about that. Just end up displacing higher from here, end up respecting this 5 minute. Really wanted to see this one get ran through, because my idea was to see all this internal liquidity, equal highs and everything, so equal lows and everything. So 1 minute time frame, again there is nothing I can, nothing in the 1 minute time frame, and displacing higher. Now I don't consider equal lows as SMTs, so if this one was taken that would be a great deal, but who cares. Okay, so it's two, so nothing there is in the London session, just one loss. Price really wanted to go displace to the upside, wrong side of probability. There is nothing you can do about that, right? Wrong side of probability, there is nothing you can do about that, so all you can do is manage the rest. right? Exactly, sir. So backtesting, we just give it a real journal, so it's like 15. Got lost there. Entry method. Let me just quickly pull out the photograph. না এইসব কথাবার্তা না আমাদের আর বই না, বুঝতে পারছি। 167. This is the tray there. So there is nothing I can do about that. Wanted to take a better entry. Just wanted to see that high volume zone get respected, display slower. Everything was looking pretty good. Didn't end up happening. So there is nothing you can do about that. Can you? Exactly. Entry method was 1 minute. HVM. I'm actually trying to understand that improvement. That was a loss. 50% model checklist twice. That was a cell model, MSS, SMT, volume check. There's nothing you can do about that. Euro, USD, session was London, trade was this. There's nothing you can do about that when these kind of losses come. So, normal loss. Nothing you can do about that, right? So let's go to the New York PM session, AM session. Try to understand what you can have. Okay. Took out the previous daily low and I have a high chance of this person higher. Let's see what happens. 7 p.m. eh? End up having a massive displacement to the upside, if you ask me, by creating that equal low. So that depends on, you end up now. What I was thinking the equal low should be taken was not taken, right? So I was not able to understand that time that this is not the perspective, this is the perspective through price action. But price action wise also I was trying to understand that. So this is where I guess the probability plays out. Nothing you can do about that. So perspective, not bad actually. So by end of the day, first of all, let's check out if there is news or not. 7:30 should have some. Which date? Tuesday should have normally. So you have like 15 October, right? OCT 2024. my settings. Yeah, that looks a normal day there. So going to the hourly time frame again, trying to understand where we are, what you are doing. Seems like you have into this massive fair value gap there. Just trying to understand the range of that fair value gap. This is okay there. So seems like in a low volume zone there. So if you're respecting this one, that one has a high chance of getting respected and price displacing higher. Next drawn liquidity has to be this high. Pretty much done that during the this time here. So that's a G there. Mm. If these ones get sweep, I can price look to see price display lower because now the drawn liquidity has to be this high here. If it does not and displays above, I would like to see the next drawn liquidity has to be the previous daily high. Very high chance. So let's go to the 15-minute, 5-minute first. What we're having here, sleeves of down close candle, closed above. Hmm, that's not bad. Identifying that level, closing above that, considering a proper shift in structure. It's not actually that bad. Don't take this, put your stop. Maybe. Anyhow, anyway. Been having some divergences there, 5 minutes. So internal divergence, this plus breaking through this. There's your entry. There's price going on. 5 minute came back to this fair value gap as well, just before the session started, breaking above this high. So again created some equal highs there. Internal. Okay. Coming back 1 minute. Let's see. Kind of chopping, starting the day. Damn fuck ass, bro. Really wanted to see this internal sweep and price. Oh, we're having divergence. Oh shit. Really wanted to see some. Oh, that's alright, no problem. Just break through the. Closed above that high. Created the fair value gap. Uh, Not bad volume there, if you ask me. This could be the entry. Really not that high RR, so there's no entry there. Now perspective is changed. Don't care about this fair value gaps anymore. This is an hourly time frame for high, so really would like to see how we are respecting that. Are we respecting that? Are we disrespecting that? What are you doing right now? Okay. What's our perspective? 5 minute time frame, 15 minute doesn't have to offer a lot. 5 minutes just entered there. Would like to see internal sweep and everything. Already kinda having external divergence. Really don't fucking care about that a lot. Internal. These things are happening a lot now. Internal divergence wise, like there is like nothing. Hmm. There could be an external divergence. I just really don't care about that. Hmm. Really don't like that. What the hell is going on? I really don't like that. And there is like nothing here. Literally nothing. Hmm. So understand the 5 minute perspective. We went inside that high. Okay. We don't have any divergences except this high. There is this external divergence. Okay, so there is need to some few thing happens for us to consider that we really don't want to go for the internal sweep. Now I'm seeing that these lows are getting broke through to the downside, and this 5 minute fair value gap is getting respected. So if that's the case, then I would like to see that most likely you're not gonna go for that high in the next round. Liquidity externally could be this low down there, this 1 hour. 5 minute and 15 minute wise, this could be, if we really want to go there, I would like to see this one get ran through to the downside. A bigger time frame shift, right? Really would like to see this one get ran through and a displaced higher. So I want to see this one get sweep. So between my target and what I want to enter, this is what I really want to. This is the internal I wanted to see get broken. So the 5 minute also kind of doing a few things there. So let's see what happens. Respect it or disrespect it. Okay. Hmm. What the heck is wrong with that? So going into the day, this could be the internal sweep there. Uh, internal, that's a small divergence there. Another internal sweep. 15 minute closing through that level. Wow, that's some nice close there. But there is nothing you can do about it. There you go, 15 minute close through that level. 5 minute. But well, CS dispersed back all the way inside that level. That doesn't look pretty good. Yeah, that can happen, no problem, without a doubt. Just have to understand the lower time frame perspectives again. Mm, that's okay. Just placing back inside the level. This could be a bigger time frame respectance. Uh, Lower time frame respect this 1 minute time frame fair value gap. 5 minute coming back. This is the key for me. Really don't care about this anymore. Already having some divergence, so I'll be pretty cautious here. Now, kind of depends on this 5 minute fair value gap. Ran through to the downside, can look to see price to go lower. Respect and displace high, can look to see price to go higher because we have kind of came back inside this level, displaced back inside this level. That's why. So this 5 minute fair value gap kind of do a few things for me, and we are already having an external divergence there. Also there could be, and there is an also this divergence, so I'll be very cautious. Already a divergence, internal sweep, uh no divergence though, internal sweep there. external divergence present though. Mm, there's some displacement. Already having some divergence against us. Hmm. Uh, Hard to say. Hmm. Came back, swept this multiple internal lows, and already having this external divergence, as you can see, this external divergence as a confluence, no internal divergence. This is when you have an internal divergence. Okay, that's the break. No too much of a fair value gap there. Enter here. This is the high volume zone, so this should get respected to the downside. So believe this looks good. Yeah. So let's see what happens. Another 0.5% there. So I'm losing total 1% if I lose this trade. Okay. So let's see what happens. There you go, tapped in. This is where I want to take another trade there. This one goes break even if it goes into my direction. So I'm gonna put another buy order there. Sell limit. How am I gonna buy there? I just this is another scaling. Okay, this is where I'm scaling it. Let's scale in 0.05%. This one got tapped in. This one stops, goes break even. Pretty much. What the hell? No way, bruh. What the fuck? So that's something you can do about that. Nothing you can actually do about that, can you? So a lot of chop. This is a complete chop around this level. There's just 5 minutes. If you look at this, displaced higher chop, displaced higher chop, and finally broke through that to the downside. Nothing you can do about that. Now as it what the fuck? Now as it has displaced lower to the downside, uh you can look to see the next round liquidity has to be this low there, internal, external. 5 minutes broke through that and finally end up coming lower. Right. End up respecting this inverse and displacing lower. The scaling and the five. There is a few things that still need to learn about scaling. So if I had a scale in there, as I said, that stop would be down here. Okay. And this one stop would be at break even. Hmm. Hmm. That's something you can work with. If you ask me, the low hanging fruit has to be this there. And that's the final target there. Hmm. Scale in, eh? Hmm. Doesn't looks pretty bad to me if you ask. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. One thing as we are breaking through this high, there is not much of an volume there though. Hmm. That's a key point I messed up, actually. Oh my god. So we're having this internal divergence, we're breaking through this high, right? But what exactly is going on here? We are having this massive displacement to the downside. Initially, there seems like no volume at all, right? So that's something does not looks pretty good. So a main thing of my plan, so this there wouldn't be any trade at all in the first place. Fuck the entry later in scaling, there wouldn't be any trade in the first place due to there is no fucking volume at all in the first place. I'm just gonna take it as a break even and gonna write down what the fuck end up happening in the end of the day. So another 68 entry method was 1 minute HVN because there was not much. I'm actually trying to learning this here, that HVN entry. Okay, put your stop according to that and entry according to that as well. Few reasons there, not always, but when you're having this kind of thing, specifically from a POI to a model, auto block continuations are different stories there. Loss, no, I'm not. This one says a break even. Model checklist wise, I had like a lot of job there. So this is what I'm gonna talk about. So there was an SMT model, but the key is missing. Is missing, which is volume, right? So I had like SMT cell model, but no volume checked. Okay, pair euro USD trade. I'm gonna take it later. No vo- volume at BRE. Okay. My idea is too simple that if you're breaking through this high, the perspective is to actually look to see price to go higher. There should be participation into the market as your, because this is initiative. The initiative means that displacement initiative, the same thing that you since the some level is getting broke through, and market participants want to push the price higher. They want to take price higher into a new balanced range, a new anywhere, want to take somewhere new. So if from here price want to push higher and price perspective is to go higher, there needs to be a lot of participation to do that, and that what you can understand through volume. But if you look at the volume, there was no participation as well. How am I understanding? If I'm understanding it through a specific threshold, if it doesn't go above that, that does not, I don't care about that. And you can see that we end up not doing that. We end up just chopping out a little bit, and then we end up displacing lower. And as we end up displacing lower, we started seeing that volume coming in. So price is much more uh, happy to take lower, because when price is coming lower, there is participation coming. That means price would like to go lower. As we are trying to take that buy, there was not participation coming, so that means there is something wrong. So one thing you could have done is that you could actually wait to see this price to come into this high volume zone, go into a lower time frame and try to understand if you're respecting it or not, because the participation can always come later as well as price do a few things there. So you could have take out this high volume zone there, this one, and then you should have just wait to see that. Okay, let's see how the participation comes. If you find out there is like model playing out, then there is like participation coming into the price, then as I'm seeing there's another liquidity down there, another equal low. I really don't like this, so really don't like this. Okay, so what you could have done is there wouldn't be any model absolutely, because you're kind of creating that equal low, that's why. And second is yeah, there is no equal low there. So oh, what was I saying? So there's like No, so this trade wouldn't be taken at the first place because there is no volume coming in. So this, and if you go to a lower time, you're gonna see this equal low. So there wouldn't be any lower time frame model as well. So there wouldn't be any lower time frame trade or any 1 minute time frame trade as well, because first thing first, there is no model. First thing first, there is no volume in the 1 minute. Second, if you go to a 15-second or 30-second time frame to understand the lower time frame perspective, there wouldn't be any model as well because there would be equal low. So whatever, there is nothing you can do about that. All you can just do and understand and wait for your shit to happen and then just take it and understand it. So most likely 0.5% loss on one break even day. Not a bad day, right? Hmm. Not volume, break even trade. I just take this photo there. So pretty much looking at the starting of the October, what am I seeing? Loss, no trade, win, loss, break even, loss, win, loss, win, win. Then this is when the scaling came in, loss, break even. Doesn't look pretty bad. So let's see what happened in the end of the month. 15, still got 15, 16 more days. Let's see what happens. So that's it for the backtesting session. Fuck off.